Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Ashhadu anna Muhammadar Rasulullah. Ashhadu anna Muhammadar Rasulullah. Hayya 'alas salah. Hayya 'alas salah. Hayya 'alal falah. Hayya 'alal falah. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. La ilaha illallah.
Alhamdulillah alladhi anzala al-Qur'ana hudan lin-nasi wa bayyinatin min al-huda wal-furqan. Asyhadu an la ilaha illallah wahdahu la syarika lah. Lahul mulku wa lahul hamdu fil ula wal akhirah. Wa asyhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluhu al-mab'utsu baina yaday as-sa'ah da'iyan ila Allah bil hikmati wal maw'izati al-hasanah. Allahumma salli wa sallim wa barik alaihi wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa man tabi'ahu wa walah. Amma ba'du fa ya ibadallah, usikum wa nafsi bi taqwallah wa hufzukum ala ta'atillah wa ta'ati rasulih la'allakum turhamun. Qala Allah ta'ala fi kitabil karim, a'udhu minash shaitanir rajim, wa ati'u Allahu ar-rasula la'allakum turhamun. Dear brothers, first of all, we praise and thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for all His blessings. And also we invoke peace and blessing upon our beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, upon his family, his companions, and all those who follow him doing good deed till the day of judgment. Today, I would like to invite you to reflect on ayat number 2 of Surah Al-Baqarah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم ذلك الكتاب لا ريب فيه هدى للمتقين. This book, there's no doubt about it, is guidance for those who have taqwa, who are God conscious, or fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. As it is a common sense that when a product is manufactured by certain manufacturers, so always comes with it the manual explaining how to use and maintain the product. And the manual is always made or produced by the manufacturer or the maker of the product, not other people. Why? Because only the manufacturer or the maker of the product knows the details about their product. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is our manufacturer. He made us. So he didn't let us, go astray or grope in the dark with regard to our life. As our maker, he also produced or gave us the manual, namely his book, the Qur'an. That's why Allah SWT said, Dhalikal Kitab, this book or that book is no doubt a guidance. Hudan, la rayba fihi, there's no doubt about it. Hudan lil muttaqin is a guidance for those who have taqwa. Even in the surah, in the ayat, the same surah, the ayat number 185, Allah said, شهر رمضان الذي أنزل فيه القرآن هدى للناس وبينات من الهدى والفرقان. The month of Ramadan in which the Quran was sent down as guidance for mankind, not only for the believers, not only for those who fear Allah, even for mankind, if they want to benefit or follow the Quran, to benefit from or follow the Quran. It is explanations of that guidance. So in other words, everything is explained in detail as far as this worldly life is concerned. Well, Furqan, and also the criterion of what is right and what is wrong. The criterion of values, good or bad, right or wrong. This is the position of the Quran. So for human being to succeed, they must follow the Quran, because the manual, produced or issued by the maker of human being, by the manufacturer of human beings. That is why Islam is said way of life that governs every aspect of human life, deal with every aspect of human life, either spiritual, legal, social, economic, political. So every aspect of human life is dealt with by Islam. How to deal with each other, how to deal with our neighbors, how to deal with our fellow Muslim, how to deal with our neighbor, with our fellow human beings, meaning the non-Muslim. Everything is explained in detail, except the ibadah. The act of worship are not explained in detail in the Quran. Why? Because the act of worship needs the example, demonstration, how to do it. And Allah authorized His final messenger, Muhammad SAW, to explain. As he said, Sallu kama ra'aytumuni usalli. Perform the salat as you see me performing salat. Pray as you see me praying. Why? Because I need demonstration. In the Quran, there is the commands only, in brief. Even the timing of salat is not explained in detail, only in brief or in general. Why? Because Allah has given authority, full authority to the Prophet Muhammad SAW to explain. Same like in Hajj, he said, Khudhu anni manasikakum, to take from me the rituals of your Hajj, but the way of doing Hajj, that's the ibadah. But as far as the worldly life is concerned, we must follow the Quran. That is why Allah said in Surah Al-Maidah, وَمَنْ لَمْ يَحْكُمْ بِمَا أَنزَلَ اللَّهُ فَأُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الْكَافِرُونَ. Meaning, whoever does not judge with what Allah has sent down, or with the book of Allah, and they are disbelievers. In the same surah, the following ayat said, وَمَنْ لَمْ يَحْكُمْ بِمَا أَنزَلَ اللَّهُ فَأُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الظَّالِمُونَ. Whoever does not judge by what Allah has sent down, so they are the zalimun, the wrongdoers. And one ayat after that, Allah also said, وَمَنْ لَمْ يَحْكُمْ بِمَا أَنزَلَ اللَّهُ فَأُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الْفَاسِقُونَ. So whoever does not judge with what Allah has sent down, so they are the miscreant, the evildoer. Although this ayat relating to how Bani Israel or the Jews, the Christian, avoid implementing the law of Allah. Why it is in the Qur'an, meaning it is haram for us to follow them, to follow their footsteps, because they especially the Christian, they don't care about the law. The law only for the Bible, not for them to implement. The Jews, they implement part of the law, especially with regard to dietary law, what they can eat, what they cannot eat, but not all the laws. That is why Allah said that whoever doesn't judge by what Allah has sent down, so he is disbeliever, or they are disbelievers. And then he said the wrongdoers, and that's the miscreant, the evildoers. That is why even in social life, Allah also reveals about how to deal with each other. Muslim with Muslims. They say in ayat number 11, Surah Al-Hujurat, إِنَّمَا الْمُؤْمِنُونَ إِخْوَةٌ فَأَصْلِحُوا بَيْنَ أَخَوَيْكُمْ. That's ayat number 10. So the believers are nothing but brothers. So make peace between your brothers. وَتَقُوا and have taqwa. Be conscious of Allah. لَعَلَّكُمْ تُرْحَمُونَ, that you may obtain mercy. They dealing with each other. Even when we have done wrong to other people, we have to ask forgiveness. And the other party have to forgive. To forgive each other, to forget. Not to refer our dispute, our case to the non-believers. Why? Because no matter we win or we lose, we will lose. Who will win? Only the lawyers. Not even sometimes the judges, because many cases are settled out of court. So the law there is for a facility and mechanism that we can deal with it according to the law of the country. But in Islam, we don't need. If we believe in Allah, we believe in the Qur'an. If we don't believe, that's not another matter. We have to settle this among ourselves according to the Quran. As Allah said, As-sulahu akrabul taqwa. That means making peace or reconciliation is closer to taqwa. That in dealing with each other. Not to refer to non-Muslims. Even, I have been dealing with the family court many times. I am not a lawyer, but I know how the law works. You see, in the form, when your couple want to apply for divorce, they have to fill up the application form. In the form, there are two questions with regard to dispute. One is about the dispute of property. You have property, and the question, do you want the court to decide with regard to your property? You can answer yes or no. It is optional. Because you can settle out of court yourself. You can just say no. Another question about the child custody. This question: do you want the court to decide on your child custody? You can say yes or no. In other words, it is not compulsory to follow what you call the law when it comes to your personal matters. But a criminal law, of course, you have done wrong to somebody. But when it comes to personal matters, especially civil law, okay, we have to deal with each other amicably, in an amicable way, in friendly way. That's what Allah explains. Okay. And with that regard as well, you see, even politics. In politics, of course, Islam just, laid down the principle in politics. What is the principle? If you become a ruler, you rule the country, you must be just. Okay. You have to implement justice. And all your affairs have to be decided in the shura or mushawara, the mutual consultation. It decides everything explained there in principle. But Allah did not explain the system of government, no. But history proved that the system of government in Islam, okay, is by heredity, meaning from father to son. And even during those times, the Muslim progressed. The Muslim led the world. So in Islam, the system of government is not important, but how the government is conducted, is run, that's what is important. It is in accordance with the law of Allah or not. Because the main purpose is to bring people under the lordship of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, under the government of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, under his kingdom. Whether the rule or the ruler, their job is to implement the Sharia of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Even with regard to dealing with each other in business, in lending, borrowing, I have to explain in detail. Whenever we borrow money in a large or big amount, Allah make it compulsory for us to write down so we don't forget. So everything explained. In social life, same thing. Let alone to cause harm or physical harm to other people. Even to have a hatred, which is not visible, is haram. Even to have suspicion is haram. To backbite is haram. Let alone creating lies, inventing lies against each other. Even to have the suspicion, it is haram. It is a major sin. We sin in Islam. So everything explained. Do I want to follow or not? If we don't follow, we become like Jews and Christians. Allah mentions Surah Al-Ma'idah. It's up to us. Even Allah, because Allah created us, He knows about our nature. So even Allah will send down or reveal a special surah about fraud in business. Because Surah Al-Mutaffifin. Allah mentioned the human tendency to commit fraud, to cheat each other, to cheat in measure, to cheat in weight. It's happened only now, even from the time of Shu'aib, that what happened. As mentioned in the Quran, everything is dealt with in the Quran by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But it is up to us, you want to follow or not. I think that's all I have to say today. Barakallahu li wa lakum fi Qur'an al-azim. Wa nafa'ani wa iyyakum bima fihi min al-ayati wa dhikr al-hakim. Wa taqabbala minni wa minkum tilawatahu innahu sami'un 'alim. أقول قولي هذا أستغفر الله العظيم لي ولكم ولسائر المسلمين والمسلمات استغفروه إنه هو الغفور الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، والعاقبة للمتقين، ولا عدوان إلا على الظالمين. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله الملك الحق المبين. أشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله صادق الوعد الأمين. اللهم صل وسلم وبارك عليه وعلى آله وصحبه ومن تبعه بإحسان يوم الدين. أما بعد، فأيها المسلمون اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. قال الله تعالى في كتابه الكريم: أعوذ من الشيطان الرجيم. إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم وسلم تسليما كثيرا. اللهم ارض عن الخلفاء الراشدين المهديين سادتنا أبي بكر عمر عثمان وعلي وعن سائر أصحابه أجمعين. اللهم اغفر للمسلمين والمسلمات والمؤمنين والمؤمنات الأحياء منهم والأموات برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. اللهم حبب إلينا الإيمان وزينه في قلوبنا وكره لنا الكفر والفسوق والعصيان واجعلنا من الراشدين. اللهم وفقنا في الحقنا بالصالحين. اللهم وفقنا لما تحب وترضى. اللهم أعنا على ذكرك وشكرك وحسن عبادتك. ربنا لا تؤاخذنا إن نسينا وأخطأنا. ربنا ولا تحمل علينا إصرا كما حملته للذين من قبلنا. ربنا ولا تحملنا ما لا طاقة لنا به واعف عنا واغفر لنا وارحمنا أنت مولانا فانصرنا على القوم الكافرين. اللهم لا تسلط علينا بذنوبنا من لا يخافك ولا يرحمنا. اللهم أعز الإسلام والمسلمين وأهلك الكفرة المشركين. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. عباد الله، إن الله يأمر بالعدل والإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي يعظكم لعلكم تذكرون. ولذكر الله أكبر والله يعلم ما تصنعون. أقيموا الصلاة.